Mission Pulse on Family Life. Mondays during the Noon Report, we spotlight ministries making a difference where you live, across the country, and around the world. This week, we're spotlighting a secular organization that fits that bill because it helps alleviate hunger in our big backyard. Our guest, Mary Jane Bray, with the Food Bank of the Southern Tier.
We serve 6 counties across the Southern Tier. We are responsible for Broome, Chemung, Steuben, Schuyler, Tompkins, and Tioga. It's about 4,000 square miles. As of the end of 2024, we were serving approximately 30 to 31,000 individuals a week.
Wow, that's amazing. People hear about this term food insecurity. When you say food insecurity, Mary Jane, what does that mean?
So the actual definition of food insecurity is the condition of not having access to sufficient food or food of an adequate quality to meet one's basic needs. So oftentimes, folks who are struggling with food insecurity are what used to be referred to as the working poor. Many of these individuals have jobs. It's just what they get paid at the end of the month. It isn't enough to cover all the bills. So it's not enough to put gas in the car or pay for the rent or get the prescription that they need. And what falls off their list of priorities is usually food.
Yeah.
And these are the folks that reach out and seek assistance through our network of pantries to help feed themselves and their families.
Have you noticed food insecurity getting worse in the 6 counties that you serve? And if so, why is that?
Unfortunately, yes, food insecurity is on the rise, not only here, but across the United States. And, I wish I could say it was one reason. It's many reasons. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts, so to speak. It's the cost of food is high. Anybody who goes to a grocery store sees that. Although wages have improved post-COVID, they still aren't keeping pace with the cost of everything else in our lives.
Yeah. One of the big concerns with school out for summer, I know the kids are going to be going back here shortly. One of the many things the public school system provides is nutritious meals. And some kids, unfortunately, don't get that when school is out. Does the food bank at all help with the summer meal program, or is that an entirely separate thing?
So summer meals are run by each individual state, and they do receive funding, some federal funding, and then the states kick money into that as well. We promote summer meal locations. We are a big fan of the summer meal program. But what the food bank does to help address hunger for kids over the summer months is we have a program called our Kids Farmers Markets. We have locations across our 6 counties, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a farmer's market. It's set up with tables with fresh fruits and vegetables, and any child under the age of 18 can come to that market and go home with as much fruits and vegetables as they wish. They get to pick the fruits and vegetables out themselves, because studies have shown us that when a child walks over to a table and picks up the big purple vegetable, they're more likely to give it a try than if mom or dad or grandma or grandpa says, "No, eat this, trust me, you'll love it."
Yeah. Well, when you figure out how to do that with kids, let me know, because I have a couple kids and they're not kids anymore. They're adults, and they still won't eat their vegetables. So I got to ask you another question that's very timely in the news. There are tariffs that are about to take effect. There's a lot of wringing of hands at the local level as to what this will mean to the price you pay for the stuff you buy, and that includes groceries. Food costs are astronomically high. Is this something that the food bank is preparing for in the weeks, months ahead?
Yes, it is something that we are very aware of and are also concerned about. We do expect there to be an increase of folks seeking our assistance, and we are trying our best to be prepared for that. We have also been affected by some recent cuts to the USDA commodities program. We are still not turning anybody away, but we do have access to less free food than we once did. Our goal is to help people, to finding out if they might qualify for SNAP, which used to be called food stamps. New York State just passed for this budget year free school breakfast and lunch for everyone, which will be a big help once school gets back into session in September. And we're trying our best. We liken this to a hurricane that's spinning out in the middle of the ocean, and everybody knows it's there, and everybody sees, wow, that looks really bad. We're on land going, all right, how fast is it going to get here? When it gets here, how much damage is it going to do? Is it going to sit and spin over our area for hours and hours and hours? Is it going to be quick moving? We know the storm is coming. We just don't know how bad it's going to be yet.
That's a great analogy. There's a lot of unknown when it comes to these tariffs and how they might affect consumers. Can anybody just show up at one of your food distribution sites, or are there strict eligibility guidelines?
No, the food pantries, they're open to anybody. Elon Musk can show up and say, I need food, and they'll give him food.
Okay.
There's some very, very minor paperwork that folks have to fill out, but other than that, people show up, they can get the food that they need. The only restrictions might be, a pantry might say, today, please only take one bread item or one meat item so that we know there's enough for everyone.
Awesome. And is there a website if folks want to learn more about the food bank, Mary Jane?
Absolutely. You can go to foodbankst.org. That's our website. You can access information on where a pantry or a meal site might be close to you. You can make a donation to the food bank. And every dollar donated really, really helps us get food into the hands of folks who are struggling.
That's Mary Jane Bray with the Food Bank of the Southern Tier for this week's edition of Mission Pulse on Family Life. Mondays during the Noon Report, we spotlight the ministries that are making a difference where you live, across the country, and around the world.